The Indiana Fever have a goal that transcends the ordinary aspirations of a sports team. They are not just aiming to improve or to make the playoffs. No, their sights are set on the ultimate prize. They want to win a WNBA championship. This is not just a dream, it's a mission that drives every practice, every game, and every decision made by the team and its management. It's a bold ambition, especially considering their recent history. The road to this point has been anything but smooth. The Fever have faced numerous challenges and setbacks. Just 2 seasons ago, the Fever only won 5 games. It was a season that tested the resolve of everyone involved with the franchise. It was a tough time for the franchise and their fans. The stands were often empty, and the energy around the team was at an all-time low. The fans, loyal as they were, could only watch in dismay as their team struggled. But everything is different now. The atmosphere has changed. The energy is palpable. The team is practicing with a renewed sense of purpose and determination. The Fever are no longer a team mired in defeat. They have turned the corner and are now a force to be reckoned with on the court. They are a team on the rise, fueled by a potent mix of young talent and seasoned veterans. This blend of experience and youthful exuberance has created a dynamic and formidable squad. Their journey from the bottom of the standings to championship contention is a testament to their resilience and a shrewd front office. The management has made strategic moves to bolster the team's chances. The Fever made a statement this offseason. They were not content with incremental improvements. They wanted to make a splash, to show the league and their fans that they mean business. They signed 3-star players. These acquisitions were not just about adding talent, they were about changing the culture and expectations within the team. These signings showed the league that Indiana is ready to compete for the title right now. No more rebuilding, no more waiting. It's time to win. The message was clear. The Fever are here to compete at the highest level. This is a team transformed, hungry for success and ready to etch their names in WNBA history. The journey has been long and arduous, but the destination is now within sight. The Fever are poised to make their mark and bring a championship to Indiana. The Indiana Fever's journey to becoming a contender started with a change in leadership. A new management team arrived with a fresh perspective. They had a plan to rebuild the Fever into a championship-caliber team. Their vision was clear: draft the best young talent available and surround them with experienced veterans who can lead and mentor. This strategy required patience and a commitment to building for the long term. The Fever were not afraid to make tough decisions. They knew they had to be strategic in free agency and the draft. Every move they made was carefully calculated to bring them closer to their ultimate goal. The transformation didn't happen overnight, but the new management's commitment to their vision is starting to pay off. The 2024 WNBA draft was a pivotal moment for the Indiana Fever. It was a night filled with anticipation, hope, and the promise of a brighter future for a franchise that had been struggling to find its footing in recent years. For the Fever, this draft represented their chance to land franchise-altering talent, the kind of players who could turn the team's fortunes around and bring a new era of success. And they didn't miss the opportunity. The excitement in the room was palpable as the Fever's management team prepared to make their selections. With the first overall pick, the Fever selected Aaliyah Boston, a dominant center out of the University of South Carolina. Boston was a player who had been on the radar of every team in the league, known for her incredible skills and leadership on the court. In college, Boston was a force to be reckoned with, known for her scoring, rebounding, and defensive presence. She was a game-changer, someone who could control the paint and dominate both ends of the floor. She was the missing piece the Fever desperately needed in the paint, a player who could anchor their defense and provide a reliable scoring option inside. But the Fever weren't done. They had another ace up their sleeve. They also had the second overall pick, a rare opportunity to add another top-tier talent to their roster. With that pick, they selected Caitlin Clark, a dynamic point guard from the University of Iowa. Clark was a player who had captured the imagination of basketball fans across the country with her electrifying play. Clark was the most electrifying player in college basketball, known for her incredible handles, court vision, and long-range shooting. She had a knack for making the impossible look easy, and her ability to take over games was unmatched. The additions of Boston and Clark instantly changed the trajectory of the franchise. It signaled to the league that the Fever were ready to compete at the highest level. With these two young stars leading the way, the future looked incredibly bright for the Indiana Fever, and their fans had every reason to be excited. While the Fever focused on acquiring young talent, they also recognized the importance of retaining their existing star players. The team has been in a rebuilding phase, trying to find the right mix of players to bring them back to prominence. Amidst this transition, one player stood out as a cornerstone for their future. Kelsey Mitchell, a dynamic shooting guard, had been a bright spot for the team even during their struggles. Her consistency and leadership on the court have been invaluable. She has the ability to lift the team's spirit and performance with her sheer presence. Mitchell is a walking bucket, capable of scoring from anywhere on the court. Her offensive prowess is matched by her defensive tenacity, making her a dual threat. She has a knack for making clutch plays when the team needs it the most. Mitchell's ability to create her own shot and knock down threes makes her a nightmare for opposing defenses. Her quick release and sharp shooting have made her one of the most feared players in the league. She can change the course of a game in a matter of seconds. The Fever knew they couldn't afford to let her go. Her presence on the team is not just about her scoring ability, but also about her leadership and the example she sets for younger players. She embodies the spirit and determination that the Fever want to build their team around. In a show of faith and commitment to their star player, the Fever re-signed Mitchell to a one-year Supermax contract worth around $249,000. This contract is a testament to her value and the trust the organization has in her abilities. This move sent a clear message to the league. The Fever were serious about building a championship contender. They are not just looking to compete, they are looking to win. And Mitchell is a crucial part of their plans. Her re-signing is a signal that the Fever are ready to take the next step in their journey. With Mitchell leading the charge, the Fever are poised to make significant strides in the upcoming season. Her experience and skill set will be instrumental in guiding the team through tough games and high-pressure situations. The Fever's decision to retain Mitchell is not just about the present but also about the future. They are building a foundation for long-term success, and Mitchell is at the heart of it. Her journey with the Fever is far from over, and the best is yet to come. As the Fever continue to build around their star player, fans can look forward to an exciting season ahead. With Mitchell's talent and leadership, the team is ready to rise to new heights and make a mark in the league. Defensive prowess. Natasha Howard arrives. The Fever's front office knew that building a championship team required more than just offensive firepower. They needed to establish a strong defensive identity. To achieve that, they targeted Natasha Howard, a three-time WNBA champion and the 2019 Defensive Player of the Year. Howard is a force to be reckoned with on the defensive end of the court. She's a versatile defender who can guard multiple positions, and her ability to block shots and grab rebounds is unmatched. The Fever were thrilled to acquire Howard, knowing that her defensive prowess and championship pedigree would be invaluable to their young core. With Howard anchoring their defense, the Fever were well on their way to becoming a complete team. A savvy trade. Welcome, Sophie Cunningham. The Fever weren't content with just signing star free agents. They also made a savvy trade to bolster their roster. In a move that surprised many, the Fever acquired Sophie Cunningham from the Phoenix Mercury in exchange for Nalissa Smith and the number 8 pick in the 2025 draft. Cunningham, a versatile forward known for her scoring punch and tough defense, brought valuable experience and leadership to the Fever's front court. She had been a key contributor to the Mercury's success, and the Fever believed she could replicate that impact in Indiana. This trade addressed a key need for the Fever, adding depth and experience to their front court rotation. A well-oiled machine, chemistry for success. On paper, the Indiana Fever's roster looked like a championship contender. They had a star-studded lineup with a perfect blend of youth and experience. But assembling a team is only half the battle. The real challenge lay in building chemistry and ensuring that all the pieces fit together seamlessly. The Fever's coaching staff played a crucial role in this process. They implemented a system that maximized each player's strengths while fostering a cohesive unit. The team's chemistry was evident from the first day of training camp. The players were eager to learn from each other and buy into the team's vision. Championship aspirations, can they go all the way? With a new season on the horizon, the Indiana Fever are a team on a mission. They've transformed themselves from a struggling franchise into a legitimate championship contender. The league has taken notice. The Fever's championship aspirations are not just hype, they are firmly rooted in the team's talent, chemistry, and determination. The Fever understand that the road to a championship is long and arduous. They'll face stiff competition from perennial powerhouses like the Las Vegas Aces and the Seattle Storm. But the Fever are not afraid of the challenge. They're embracing the high expectations and are ready to prove that they belong among the league's elite. The future is bright in Indianapolis. The Indiana Fever's rapid transformation from a 5-win team to a title contender is nothing short of remarkable. It's a testament to the vision of their management, the talent of their players, and the hard work of the entire organization. The Fever are no longer content with simply making the playoffs. They're aiming for the championship. And with a roster brimming with talent, a winning culture, and a city starving for a championship, the Indiana Fever are well on their way to achieving their dreams. The future of the Indiana Fever is bright.